Hi there, Taurus. Welcome to Eyes to See Tarot and your freestyle general read for the upcoming weeks ahead. Ready to dig right on in and see. These readings are not centered around love and relationships, but if they pop up, I'm going to mention them. Let's look. Let's look at what we can see. Let's see at what we can look at. Can I have my overall energies for my Taurus, please? How about those overall energies for the upcoming weeks ahead? Looks pretty serious, Taurus. With the Five of Swords there, this is defeat at all costs. This is some serious energy. This is not demonizing, but depersonalizing the human that you might be up against or the situation. It's win or win. Being a Taurus, I bet you're no stranger to that kind of energy. And this is what we're defeating. Okay, so we're coming off of some sort of sadness, loss, right? We're coming off of some sort of loss, and I would venture to say it's not really a loss because you're still supposed to have those two cups that are remaining, but 3 out of 5 missing. That is a big chunk. Like you're working on less than 45%, right? So, but with the Five of Cups in reverse, it's usually denotive of the fact that you're at least intelligent enough to focus on what remains, right? What do I have to work with? Not what did I have to work with? What do I have to work with, right? I left my tools at Jonah's house, right? But I have this handful of tools. Now, how do I fix this car? I'm not going to spend all of my time trying to figure out how I'm going to get 3 hours away to Jonah's house, right? I'm going to work with what I have. And that, being the battle that it is, it's kind of, I'd venture to say, superficial. Without any major arcanas popping up, but with this being your overall energy, it's like you're even still kind of stuck in defeating this Five of Cups. Okay, so if this was my original battle, look at what I've lost. Look at all the things that I've lost. The battle in itself, defeat at all cost, was to at least get a more positive outlook on it. It's not about what I lost. What do you really have anyway in this life? So anyway, what else do I have for my Taurus? That wanted to jump, but oh. See, and that's the scary part. And I think it kind of wanted to come out in the last reading that I did just a while ago. The Magician. I guess that's what made it so freaking scary, right? It made it like the Jeopardy music was playing in the back of your head the whole time. Do, 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 do. Like, like really ticking down. And the thing is that I had to make sure that I was manifesting positive outcomes. I was at least looking towards the bright side of life. I was at least looking for the benefits or the blessings, right? Because if I got sucked in with the Magician, with the Devil, and the Emperor in reverse, right? And the Chariot in reverse, if I got sucked into that energy, oh my God, who wanted to ride that map out, right? Nobody. Nobody. So I see a lot of you returning. There's a possibility, there's a very, very large possibility that we are past the mountain. And chipping away at that mountain, chipping away at the mountain, chipping away at the mountain until we have a bucket of dust left, right? And it still doesn't really clean it up. But at least that huge block is down to rubble. And that was the first step. And letting go of control, right? Because the energy that you were faced with was the Emperor in reverse, which is an overly controlling, like I have to have control. No, you don't. No, you don't. There are so many people that run on autopilot, completely on autopilot. Being spiritually awake does nothing except for shoot subtitles down the bottom. It doesn't change the path of the roller coaster. It really doesn't. If you want it to be fun, if you want it to be the roller coaster, if you want it to be the life experience, it really doesn't change anything. It just, you're now awakened to the signs. Hey, this is coming up. Quarter mile. Hey, here's your turn. It's coming up. You know, you're not blindsided like somebody blindfolded in the back seat anymore. You're driving. It does, even if you are driving, it does not change where the road is, right? I don't, because I'm driving, I got control of the wheel. I don't just go off-road, right? I mean, I forgot I was talking to Taurus. Anyway. So, yeah, letting go, being able to release and let go. It's a feeling of freedom. Overwhelming feeling of freedom. If that was your goal, hey, that's the first step. Because what do I do when I am free? Free from work, free from government, free from issues, problems, rules, regulations, money. What do? Just relax, I let go, right? Yeah, that's what we do. So anyway, beneath that also, and on a side note, there is this new seed of emotion, love. I wanted to say love right off the bat. There is this opportunity for love, but you don't necessarily seem like you are sitting in the seat to receive, right? Okay, now just remember, we just got out of the ballroom brawl, right? Demolishing the mountain, trying to set ourselves free from all this overwhelming greed, pride, grip, money problems, or whatever, right? So the fact that Spirit would already, I thought you were supposed to have time. Months? You couldn't hold off, Spirit? Like any? There it is. There's the seed of the new love, but well, my clothes are all tattered. I smell like I've been working all day, you know? Like, what really, do you feel like extending that? Baby, come as you are. All I hear is Nirvana. Come as you are. Why isn't that it for this deck? Okay, there we go. I do see some communication concerning the opportunity. So don't botch it, right? I know you're not exactly in your most Venus form, really. There's a possibility, you know, when you get home from work and they're all like, you know, on the sitcom shows, and they're all like trying to get like, oh, huggy, huggy, kissy, kissy, I missed you. And you're just like, hey, just let me take my bra off. You just, man. But there seems to be the incoming opportunity, like the door just opens, right? Ready or not. I see the Tower. So my overwhelming idea about this Tower card is that it blows to smithereens expectation, past experiences. There's something kind of different about this one, this time, this turn. Feels like home. Where am I getting this from? Am I just like, how do you grab oranges off of an apple tree? That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing right here. Okay, so anyway. Oh, why you? Okay, so anyway, this little insight. This is the deck that I pulled my energies for. I always pull my energies as a general before I start reading everybody else's so that I don't get my messages that Spirit's trying to rack through my brain. Oh, right. Now I remember. Okay, you want to see them? Okay. Okay, this is what I got. Bottom of the deck, it was the Six of Cups, right? Nostalgic, innocent, pure, childlike, innocent love, pure love, right? The Chariot was in reverse, like, you're not going anywhere. Yeah, but why I'm not going anywhere? King of Pentacles. Fixated, fixed, county seat, right? Stubborn, like the bull, right? Like Gandalf, thou shalt not pass, but not like that. But being present and being unable to be moved back. And I know the Chariot is usually the card of forward movement, right? Ease, effortless. But in reverse, it's like there was some resistance. Well, no, there was some resistance, huh? With the reading that I just did last week, there was obviously a lot of resistance. You probably really, really felt that. Now, but what did that mean? Okay. Does that mean it's some sort of completed cycle? Some sort of cycle was completed. I'm able to drop my guard now finally, right? And the Two of Pentacles in the upright was more like being capable again to get back to my 20-year friends would giggle when I'd get in my little zone. They'd be like, do, 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 do. Look at that woman juggle. Oh, she's a master, right? So I'm not going anywhere. So anyway, just so that you know that I'm not getting my energies, not necessarily getting my energies into the collective read, I'm not denying the fact that there's a possibility that some Tauruses do share that energy also, and there was probably a valuable message in there for one of you watching, and that I also do embody some of the messages that come through double Taurus. Anyway, but I'm getting an overwhelming sense of home. I don't know if you also did, but I know for me, anyway, not to get all up in my ego, but we smashed, right? Anyway, yay, Taurus. Okay, can I see a little bit more about the road ahead? So we got the current energies, the road ahead, Six of Pentacles. There will be balance. Oh, thank God. Because I was really sweating that, right? All right. More about the road ahead for my Taurus. Can you please clarify or speak out a little bit more? Yay. Well, we love it. All right. Huh. Okay, so there's one on the floor, but right off the jump, there is the Page of Swords in reverse and the Ten of Wands. So there's a possibility that we might be stressing, or it might be adding to our stress. That one more thing that we have to use our energy on. We've got so much to do. Can I just not have to worry about one thing? And again, the Chariot in reverse, baby, that's not changing. It's not going to go anywhere. You can't give it to anybody else, right? It's yours. Take it. But I definitely don't need that 11th wand on my back, even though in this picture, he's carrying it with ease. Look at him. Look, he's even got a little booty wiggle. Like he's like on the catwalk with that, right? But still not adding any unnecessary stress. Now, what does that mean for my collective? What does that mean for the Tauruses? There will be a balance. Oh, no, 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 no. No, I can't read that. I see the Nine of Cups, right, as an overall. Contentment anyway. Okay, so long distance relationship. There's a balance. No, I need clarity. I need clarity. You need to talk more. I'm all up in my head about this. Kind of biased. Need to send extra words. Ace of Pentacles and the Devil. Okay, so the road ahead, we will find balance. There is balance. Pertaining to this Page of Swords in reverse, this overly obsessive thinking, obsessive wondering, checking on people is adding extra stress to you, right? And it feels dirty, nasty, sneaky, underhanded. Look at that devil. How sneaky. How sneaky, right? And they're walking towards this Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So that even leads me to believe that it's not even financially productive, even. I don't see it changing. I don't see any travel. I do see it being heavy, the balance I'm talking about. So the upcoming balance that you might receive from this, that's probably what the Tower's here. It feels like a homecoming, but in all actuality, it's still a mess. It's a mess, right? There is obsession. There's added weight. If I've got to focus on 5 things and then I have to focus on you, right? It's not paving the road, and it's not really beneficial, and it makes me feel kind of stalkerish. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Wands. Also with the Knight of Wands in reverse, it's wishy-washy, right? So in this way, it makes me second guess, right? My importance. With all this on my plate, how do I prioritize this thing on my list if I'm not if I don't know for sure that I'm a priority, where do I prioritize this thing on my list, right? Seems like I could do away with this sneaky, crafty, that isn't really monetarily benefiting me in any way. And I could get wishy-washy about it. I could be like, nah, no, no, yeah, no, yeah, right? Okay. Spirit, where is this reading going? Can I have some advice on the upcoming? Because it seems to me, in all actuality, this is the most probable outcome. But I figure that if this is in the present moment, there's a possibility that we can change some things a little bit, right, in ourselves to kind of promote a better foundation, a better balance. I dare say balance, because this is balanced in comparison. Did I pull that deck out just to rehash the reading that I had earlier? Can I see how these two time sections connect? Is there anything that Taurus needs to learn from the situation being like this? And can we make it better? Maybe. Can we make it better? Cleaner? The King of Wands and the Empress. The word that comes to mind is magnitude, right? A league of their own, right? But not really on the same level. Okay. So if I went up just one higher than the King of Wands, I'd probably get to the Emperor for the Empress, right? But because this is where it is, we are actually bridging some sort of gap right now. I don't know why. I don't know why we're bridging it. But we are bridging it. There seems to be some sort of... Okay. Focus. Now, I asked earlier, where do I prioritize this thing? Whatever this thing is for you, right? I think you might want to just go ahead and put that little baby on the top shelf right there. That's what I think. Okay. Oh, I just had an epiphany. All right. So remember how I said earlier that last week we were chipping away at a mountain, right? We had this huge mountain to chip away at. And we have strategically, rather quickly too, gotten it down to a pile of rocks and a bucket of dust, right? And now we're looking at that. And this is what we are bridging, building on. Allow that first step to be the first step, right? Allow the second step to be the second step, which is whatever that is. Yeah, I know that it feels underhanded, dirty, sneaky. It feels. And it doesn't really look like it's benefiting you monetarily. But in the essence of things, it's a new beginning. It's a focus for reparations. I think I worded that correctly. Don't be afraid to start small, right? That's my go-to every time. Anything worth doing at all is worth doing poorly. So even if I get up in the morning and I do one push-up, right? I do one squat when I go pee. I have done exercise that day, right? It's not the 5 to 12, it is 1. But maybe that's all I had in me at that time. Layers of paint come to mind. Like that first layer of primer, the second layer of primer, the first layer of paint, the second layer of paint, and by that third layer of paint, your wall looks fantastic. But when you first was looking at it, you were like, oh my God. Look at all the Sharpie. Look at all the crayon. You know, look at all the nicks and the gashes and gouges. Look at this thing. But you have to allow yourself, Taurus, and this is for you. You have to allow yourself slow and steady progression, right? So I'm going to go ahead and look, because what I was looking at was what this was. Remember? What was this? Oh, look who's hiding under there. And, yep. Okay, so it was like a homecoming. Intuition is so weird, you know? And the balance now, as it is, with just that one coat of primer, with the dirt cleaned up and one coat of primer on, it's looking like, yes, there are all these unnecessary hoops, right? I feel disrespectful. I feel selfish, right? But go ahead and start where you start, because this balance, right? Remember the balance on the Six of Pentacles? This balance right here between the Empress and the King of Wands, this, we are bridging a gap. But go ahead and here I will say, go ahead and allow you to prioritize it, because with the Two of Pentacles in reverse, it's like a focus on new beginnings, right? New beginnings, new starts. Don't let things like this inhibit you from figuring out all the wonderful things that you could do at Silly Putty. Did I just date myself? And don't forget to start small. Start where you start. Come as you are. Yes, we are making waves. Money moves. Okay, so advice. Advice, advice, advice for my Taurus, please. Okay, Seven of Wands. Okay. It does say to at least keep your guard up. Focus on it, prioritize on it, but don't let it over encompass. Don't let it make you forget your other chores, Cinderella, right? You have stuff to do, right? Just one thing out of many. Don't let it rock you off course. Queen of Cups. There's your Queen of Cups in the upright. This is it's going to be a balance. You've got to learn how to do it anyway, right? If you're going to add this thing, you've got to figure out where it fits on the priority list. And then you have to make sure that it also allows room for the rest of your life that was allowing room for it, right? It's got to all kind of fit. It's got to fit. It might fit like a brand new saddle right now, but give it time. Give it time. Go easy. Go steady. Hold steady. You're doing a great job, Taurus. And that's all I have for you now. I hope to see you again for the next reading. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. I don't have the comments on. I won't turn those on for another couple of months. You just get over it. Anyway, until next time, Taurus, thanks for stopping at Eyes to See Tarot.